A wise man once said, regardless how good your cinematography is, if your audio is crap, your video is crap. Welcome to the review of Saramonic Blink500 B2W dual channel wireless microphone system. Hi guys, I'm Dr. Han and welcome to Gigi Han channel, where we usually talk about dentistry and general health, but not today. Today, we are going to talk about a gadget that will help you tremendously in your smartphone videography or any sort of videography. Thank you Saramonic for providing this review sample to me in exchange for an honest review. They do not provide any form of influence in opinion nor monetary compensation, and they are watching this review for the first time right alongside you, my viewers. There will be a few parts to this video, and I will link the timestamps down in the description box below. Let's take a look at what's provided in the retail box. There are two transmitter units with internal mics. Look at them, white in color. So outstanding in the sea of black gadgets. Two lavalier mics to be attached to the receiver if you wish to. A receiver unit, 3 charging cables, a TRS to TRRS cable to connect to your smartphone audio jack or computer, a TRS to TRS cable to connect to your DSLR camera, and the usual paperwork as well as some Saramonic stickers. But the star of the show today is actually the Blink500 RXUC USB-C receiver. It is an optional purchase, but it can transform your smartphone wireless mic setup from this to this, which is a much elegant solution. It uses your smartphone battery directly, so you have one less device to worry about charging up its battery. If you are only shooting with yourself and your smartphone, you can save up some cash and only get a single transmitter and single USB-C receiver bundle that's only available with black colored version of the Blink500. For iPhone users, this receiver is also available with a lightning connector called RXDI. Setting up Blink500 for the first time is a breeze. Just charge them up, turn them on, press the volume up and down button simultaneously, and use this SIM ejection tool but not SIM ejection tool thingy to press on the pairing button on the receiver and they will pair up. Why did I say that? That's because the ejection tool is a little thinner than the other SIM card ejection tools which I already have. My other tools are unable to go into the slot to press the button, so better don't lose this Saramonic ejection tool, guys. Once paired up, every time you turn on both of them, they would recognize each other automatically and you don't have to go through the pairing process again unless you want to switch to another receiver. Once you have done that, it is all about set it and forget it. You can just plug the receiver in, turn on the mic, and shoot away. In this section, we will do a little audio comparison between the Blink500 transmitter internal mic, the included lavalier mic attached to the transmitter, and my Pixel 3 smartphone internal mic. I am now recording the audio through the internal microphone of the transmitter with the volume set to 2 clicks below the maximum. I am now in a non-sound treated quiet room and I will stop speaking for a few seconds to let you hear its noise floor. I'm now recording the audio through the included lavalier microphone with the volume set to 2 clicks below the maximum, and I'm now in a non-sound treated quiet room. I will stop speaking for a few seconds and let you hear its noise floor. For comparison, I am now recording the audio through the internal microphone of the Pixel 3, and I'm in a quiet room without any sound treatment. I will stop speaking for a few seconds and let you hear its noise floor. I'm now using the transmitter's internal microphone with the volume set to 2 clicks below the maximum, and I'm now standing beside a busy street in Kuala Lumpur, and I will stop talking for a few seconds and let you hear its noise floor. You are now hearing my voice through the lavalier mic attached to the transmitter with the volume set to 2 clicks below the maximum, and it's quite windy here. And I'm standing right beside a busy street in Kuala Lumpur. I will stop speaking for a few seconds to let you hear its noise floor. You are now hearing me through the internal mic of my Pixel 3. I'm standing right beside a busy street in Kuala Lumpur, and I will now stop speaking for a few seconds to let you hear its noise floor. As you can see, the camera is now barely having me in the frame, but you can still hear my audio crystal clear. Saramonic claims 50 meters of range in an open space, and that is quite accurate from my testing, as long as you don't turn around, and that is the only time you will get choppy audio if you do that. We are now outside walking by the busy street of Kuala Lumpur. And Dr. Hamastek, please tell us more about your setup you have changed over the past few months.
Alright, so I have already used 3 types of setups. The first one is the studio mics you can find around. And the second one which I use is the Boya B1M1 lavalier mics. And the third one over here, which is the Smart Mic Plus. You can find it on Indiegogo. So I've used 3 of this, and yeah.
What are the pros and cons that you have found on each of them?
Okay, we're going to start off with the first one. When it comes to the studio mic, it records the sound, I would say, among these 3 the best. It's very clear. Any breathing sounds or the surrounding sounds, the wall sounds, it's all cancelled out with the studio mic. And the best part of it is it's pretty cheap. So you can find one for about 20 to probably 30 USD around in those online stores like Shopee, Lazada, or whatever so on. So those ones are pretty good. The second one, lavalier mics, is also pretty similar. Good sound recording, everything, and it just gives you that freedom to move around, but it has that long cable attached to you, which could be annoying. And the last one here, the Smart Mic Plus, is a Bluetooth device. So as you guys know, Bluetooth, plug and play, and it just gets the job done.
So guys, let us know in the comment section whether you are getting a lot of wind noise or traffic noise from all these 2 Saramonic Blink500 microphones. Let's talk about the pros and cons of the Blink500 B2W. What do I like about it? What I don't? If you have made it this far into the video, a sub and a like will be greatly appreciated. Pro number 1, good audio quality. What can I say? It is meant to do one job, that is, to record good audio, and it is doing a great job with it. Pro number 2, awesome design. In the sea of black devices, after black devices, this white device will obviously stand out and lessen the boredom of yet another boring black device. Pro number 3, reasonably good battery life. Saramonic states 5 hours of battery life, but that is definitely the best case scenario. You should be able to get at least 4 to 4.5 hours of recording time before the battery dies. But that should be more than enough for any average content creators for a day. So what are the things that I don't like? Con number 1, no audio separation. When you have 2 microphones connected to a receiver, the audio will not be able to separate into L and R tracks for you to do any adjustment in post. This is not an issue for me, but it can be a deal breaker for some. Con number 2, no LCD. It is fine most of the time without an LCD, but it would be nice if there is something to display the battery level, because the indicator shows red. Now you basically have less than half an hour to record. The good thing is the microphone supports charging while operating, so you can attach a mic to the power bank and continue shooting. Con number 3, white lavalier mic. When you want to wear a lavalier mic, most of the time, I guess you want the mic to be discreet, but being white, it is not discreet at all. Come on, Saramonic. Number 4, large receiver size. I would personally like to have the receiver to be a little smaller, but with this size, I get an internal mic that I can just clip it on my shirt, and with good battery life. I'm not complaining too much on this. Number 5, pairing pinhole. The pinhole and the ejector is smaller than your typical SIM card ejection tool. At least it is smaller than the ejection tool that I have. So you better don't lose that precious ejector tool. Saramonic should make the pairing button accessible by your fingers. Just make it a small silicone button that is recessed below the body so you don't always have to press on it unintentionally. Con number 6. No monitoring headphone output on the receiver. I wish the receiver has an audio output because most phones nowadays come without a headphone jack, and once you have the receiver plugged in, there will be no audio coming from the phone speaker if you replay your clip. Even your phone has an headphone jack, its position is usually right alongside the USB port and the receiver will definitely block it. The good thing is that the audio can still play through Bluetooth, so you can still monitor your audio through a pair of Bluetooth headphones. Is this mic perfect? Definitely not. But do I recommend you to get one? Definitely yes. This will definitely increase the audio quality in your videos and your viewers will be able to hear you much clearer. Let me know down in the comment section below, what do you think makes a good pair of wireless microphones, and what do you think about this Saramonic Blink500 B2W combination? That's all. I'm Gigi Han and I will see you in my next video. Gigi Han out.